Got a question here from a neurotypical wife regarding her alleged autistic husband, and she asks, does ASD come and go? I have a husband of 5 years, tentatively diagnosed with this disorder, but while he's always special, there are weeks when it's like a switch is turned on and everything turns bad. These are the times when I struggle to enjoy him as a person. His resilience becomes very low, he argues with everything I say, but then after a week or so, the switch goes again and he's back to his usual, fairly lovable self with a few quirks. Is this normal? The short answer is yes. It's normal for people on the autism spectrum to experience periodic anxiety and have a limited ability to soothe themselves. So that's kind of a double whammy there. They're very vulnerable to anxiety, but yet outside of spending a lot of time with their special interest outside of the relationship, they have a hard time dissipating that anxiety. And this vulnerability is an intrinsic feature of ASD through specific neurotransmitter system defects, a breakdown in circuitry related to extinguishing fear responses, or a secondary consequence of their inability to make proper social judgments in time of social stress. In a nutshell, the more anxious your husband is, the more he will act out his emotions rather than using more functional methods of discharging the negative energy associated with anxiety. And this results in the problematic behavior that you have been witnessing. Now, on a side note that may or may not be applicable to your unique situation, if you're noticing that this switch, as you call it, that gets turned on and everything turns bad, if there's nothing going on at home that you can identify that causes this switch, it's very possible that something could be going on at work. Perhaps his boss is being demanding. Perhaps he's not getting along with a coworker. Perhaps there are deadlines to be met and he's struggling to keep up with the pace. Could be a host of different things. And so he's trying to hold it together through the day. Then when he gets home, unfortunately, it's possible that you become the target of misplaced anger and anxiety reduction. So it would be good to ask him if there's anything going on at work that could be causing stress that manifests in behavioral problems when he gets home. It's not unlike a child on the autism spectrum who goes to school, masks all day, tries to hold his shit together the best that he can. Then when he gets home, he's exhausted and stressed, but he feels comfortable at home. He feels comfortable showing his dark side or his ugly side to his parents. So he acts out at a high level at home, but then contains himself when he goes back to school the next day, and you get into this cycle. So it would be worth investigating to see if your husband is experiencing anxiety outside of the relationship.